Hey guys, Don't Mess with Christine Sydelko is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Just kidding. Well, actually, technically it is, but it's just my friends and this podcast guru named Mark that sits in the corner and tells me when my time is up. Anyway, Don't Mess with Christine Sydelko is a Castbox original produced alongside Studio 71. And you can find it on Castbox. It's an app that's available in Android and iOS. It's one of the fastest growing apps for podcasts. You can find all your favorite podcasts on there, which I hope is mine and no one else's. My goal with this podcast is to become the only podcast in the world. And you can listen to Don't Mess on your other podcast platforms, but I hope that you give Castbox a try. I think it's a really great app. You can find all of your favorite podcasts on there, including, hopefully, mine.
Don't mess. Don't mess.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the inaugural INAUGURAUAL episode.
What's inaugural mean?
First. So the
You learn
first
things every
episode,
day.
yes you do. Welcome to the 5th grade spelling bee. I'm your host, Padma Lakshmi. Wow, this is all wrong. I shouldn't have done this. Is it too late to quit? Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a storage room within a storage room. It's the set of Don't Mess with Christine Sydelko. I am your host, Christine Sydelko, and you're watching the very first episode of my podcast, and I am not ready to introduce you yet. Basically, let me lay out what you're going to be seeing on this show. What to expect, what not to expect, what to expect when you're not expecting. This show basically has no premise. I'm going to have people on this show. I'm probably going to make fun of them a little. Probably going to ask them some questions about their lives. Basically, I just want to know more about these people. I'm going to ask some questions that I want to know. I don't care what you guys want to know. I'm here. I'm joined by my very first guest. And when I was... Still not ready to introduce you. When I was thinking, who should I pick to start off this journey with? Who do I want? My first mate, my shipmate.
Yeah.
My sailor friend.
Right hand.
Right. Shut up. I thought of only one person, and that person is someone I really admire. And just kidding, it's Manny MUA. Welcome, Manny.
Hello, everyone.
Audience fucking clap. That's the reason you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Manny.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy that you're happy to be here. Let me start off with the first thing in my notes here.
Okay.
It
Note
literally
section.
is, I love you. I love you. I think you are just great. I don't know how to describe it. There's just something about your soul that
Our
just
soul's vibe.
smells good to me.
I mean,
Like
we're both
a-
Aries.
Oh.
So.
Very close areas, like less
Like,
than a week apart.
yeah.
Or more than a week and a half apart.
You're
Wait, no.
just 4th?
27th.
Like 7 days.
8 days.
8 days. There's 31 days in
Hanukkah.
March.
That's the extent of my knowledge of Hanukkah, is the
like,
number 8. How are you? How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, it's been a while since we glammed, obviously. I glammed you, and it was
Yes.
so much fun. It was amazing. You looked incredible. I mean, you always look incredible. But
I mean, I was telling you this before we started. That is the only picture of me I will allow on the internet now.
Is he doing this?
It's got to be my mugshot. Every
my bathroom?
convention I go to, headshot. I want to get into acting. I go to a commercial audition. Whoa. Go to a commercial audition. Boom. Headshot.
With the cute hair.
The FBI's in the process of deleting every other photo of me on the internet. No, I'm just kidding. But no, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I mean, I was hot. I
You
looked
looked
great.
great.
I looked amazing.
No, you looked amazing.
My
You
mouth, hot mouth. Just, it feels like I licked a carpet.
I love seeing your lip get caught. Your teeth. Your mouth is so dry.
It's like I ate like sawdust, or mulch.
Cinnamon. There's a whole spoon
I'm
of cinnamon.
allergic to cinnamon.
No.
I would die if I ate a whole.
You're lying.
My
How allergic are we talking
My
here?
tongue starts to itch, and then it swells up, and then it like blocks my throat, and I can't breathe.
Oh, like anything with cinnamon in it, so you have to be very careful.
Mm-hmm. Artificial cinnamon's fine. Like
a stick you can have.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get you for your birthday.
Now you know how he's like, now I know how to kill you. Well, I already did my job wrong because I forgot to introduce you to the audience. On the slight chance that you don't know who Manny is, he is a beauty guru makeup artist, which is what MUA stands for. Mm-hmm. Not a kissing noise.
Not MUA.
Not the sound a cow makes. But MUA makeup artist. He has 1.1 million followers on Twitter. 4.5 million on Instagram.
Oh, my stats are just pulled up?
And YouTube, 4.6 million. So you're doing pretty well for yourself.
Thank you.
I'm jealous of you.
Stop.
No, I'm very secure.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. Those lashes are secured. I wish I had your lashes.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that, how they curl like this?
Apparently, curly lashes are in.
They've always been in.
Not curly pubes. I've seen that gift so many times. From that video. And there's moving images of me on the internet saying my lashes are curly just like my pubes. That's the legacy I leave behind for my children.
I'm so...
Okay, so to continue going off my notes, first, I love you. Got it. To kind of spiral off of that, I love you so much. I call my dog Panny MUA.
No, you don't.
Her name is Pancake, and I call her Panny MUA when she's being very good. When she's being a good girl.
Oh, when she's being a good girl. Okay, got it.
Panny MUA. Just thought you should know.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love that. Panny.
Yes. So I guess I will start off the interview part of this.
Oh my God, I'm getting...
David Letterman. Oh, I do have a fake beard. It's like a Gandalf beard, or like a
huge one, like a long ass one,
samurai
old wizard?
mastered. Yeah. I could wear it and be David Letterman. Next episode. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're not gonna do.
So I'm just gonna start off. Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in San Diego, California. Okay. And so I'm like SoCal boy through and through. I've been in Southern California my whole entire life.
Right on,
yeah, dude, for sure. No. Oh. Never surfed.
Wait,
I don't do any of that.
You've never said that? You seem like such a surfer. You seem like such a bro.
Do I just seem like that? That's sweet. You must think of my twin.
Yeah.
Danny. No, not bro at all. I mean, when I was like in junior high, I went to school in Chula Vista, so there was like cholos and cholas everywhere. Yeah. And I was like trying to be as like straight as I could to not get my ass beat.
Yeah. No.
I was just like, hey, dude, what's up?
That sucks.
Hey, what's up, AC?
But now you're in LA and you can be as gay as you want.
Exactly.
Rainbows. Meet you at Flamin' Saddles Monday night karaoke. Let's go. Clay Aiken.
Yeah, Clay Aiken.
I can't even name a single Clay Aiken song.
Ruben Studdard.
If you can't handle me at my Clay Aiken, you don't deserve me at my Ruben Studdard. How did we get here? So you mentioned, you had to try to act straight and whatever. Yeah. What else was your childhood like? Was it at home?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. So honestly,
what's your siblings?
I grew up Mormon, so that's like first and foremost.
What?
Yes, that's like a thing. People are always like, "You're kidding."
What?
I grew up Mormon.
Okay, my best friend all through elementary school, all through high school, is Mormon, and they've got a big Mormon family. I go over every Sunday night. They have their little pantry that's like stocked to survive World War III. Of course. I go over for dinner, and they'd be like, "Can you go down to the store?" And like they might go down to their basement. Storage. Yeah. And they don't drink, right? Yeah. So one time the mom was making a recipe that had like cooking wine in it, and like the alcohol cooks out, whatever. She bought the wine. She didn't have like a wine bottle opener because she
never drank.
Yeah, and then I ran over to my house, and of course my parents had like 5 of them to choose from, and then I came over and I had to open it for them, whatever. No, Mormons are the best.
Oh, they're literally like the coolest.
Yeah, and like the missionaries, they go away For 2 years.
And female missionaries go for a year and a half.
Boys, like, that's like their prime age. Like, what's like 18?
19 to 21.
19 to 21.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you're sacrificing a lot.
They willingly do that.
I know. It's like literally, it's supposed to be like a sacrifice. Like, you're supposed to like want to do it and like just do it for the church.
That's crazy.
So I grew up Mormon my whole life. So I like grew up San Diego. I mean, it's different. Like San Diego Mormon, I feel is way different from like Utah Mormon. So it's like Utah's much more strict. It's much more like by the book. I feel like in San Diego, it's a lot more like laid back. I mean, people in San Diego naturally are just very laid back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like it was really cool. I mean, I loved growing up like how I did. You know, I have like 2 little brothers, my mom and my dad. I grew up straight. Mormon? Yeah, they are still Mormon.
Okay.
They don't like go to church as much, and I don't go to church like at all anurmore. But I wouldn't say that I'm not Mormon anymore. Like I still like I'm not like I was never like excommunicated.
Sorry, I assumed you weren't, but,
no, right. I was never excommunicated. Like, and the church is so like, dude, yeah, like keep coming if you like want to. Like, we support you no matter what. So like I just never kept going.
Yeah.
So I'm still technically like still in the church.
That's so different because my parents and where this family lives now, I grew up in Illinois, but they moved back to Arizona, so they're Arizona Mormons.
Yes.
So they're not like that. They're like, we have guns. Like,
yeah.
Like they're, but not my friend's family. They're super cool. Like she's actually not even Mormon anymore and is like basically engaged to this guy who's not Mormon, and like her mom's fine with it. So like they're super cool. Yeah. Like they get a bad rap because everyone's like, oh, polygamy, but like that's like like a
different thing.
Yeah, they had to like break away. They're not allowed to call themselves Mormons.
No,
the
they're
ones
not.
that practice polygamy. Yeah,
no, but they still like they call it like something else, but they have Mormon in the name, so it associates like all Mormons are like polygamists or like all Mormons like believe in like crazy things, and it's like that's literally not what it is. It's literally like Christian.
Yeah, no, it's literally Christianity.
It's that.
People don't even think they believe in Jesus Christ.
Like Jesus
it's
and God.
It's a form of
Holy
Christianity.
Ghost.
Yeah,
like, that's literally what Mormons believe in.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like I'm atheist, but I'm like super into religion. I think it's fascinating. So I went to Catholic University DePaul. It's actually the largest Catholic university in the country.
No
in
way.
Chicago. Yeah. But I'm not Catholic, whatever. But so they had a lot of theology classes, and I took a bunch of them. And one of them was just a broad Christianity class, and I did my whole final project on Mormonism, and I like interviewed my friends like leader of her church and like wrote this whole paper and like got an A+. Because defended it in front of the class because I'm like, this is a form of Christianity.
Yeah.
Like, and I always felt bad for my friend because she got teased, you know, like, oh, you know, do you have like 3 moms? You know,
of course, yeah, I did too.
Yeah. So I like, and I actually did a project on it, like the architecture of the temples my senior year.
Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Yeah.
It's amazing, but they're also like there's a lot of symbolism.
That's like the whole point of a temple.
Yeah,
is all the symbolism that's involved.
To me personally, it's a little like Illuminati. Not like whatever. But
of course.
But just like all the symbolism.
There's a lot of symbolism.
Oh, that means that. Like, oh shit. Like
yes,
that.
there's symbolism like throughout the whole entire church. It's like
this
that's
is
like
so
what it is.
Like this.
Are you shook?
When I woke up this morning, I would have never thought I was talking to you in depth about Mormonism.
I totally thought you knew. I thought I said this when we collabed before.
You probably did. Fuck off. You probably didn't. I just didn't pay attention. Or forgot about it. But that is.
Because you don't listen.
Dude, I knew I liked you. We have so much in common.
I know. It's like actually sick as fuck. Can I say fuck?
I've said it at least 7 times.
Great.
Yeah.
So we're going that.
Yeah,
awesome.
we're good.
We can. I can say whatever the hell I want.
Wow. Wow.
Took a turn.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking for an hour. It feels like 15 minutes. Okay, so this leads me to our next question. When did you start wearing makeup?
I didn't start wearing. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I didn't start wearing makeup till I was like 21.
And you're 27
now. So actually,
your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
I was gonna postmate you a single cupcake, but I got high and forgot. But it's the thought that counts.
Great friend. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't start wearing it until like 21, 22, and I did drag first. So like drag was like my first like experience in San Diego. Yeah,
cool.
And I did like I've
that.
done drag a couple times. So the first time I ever did it was it was for Halloween. So like I feel like the first time like people experiment in drag at Halloween time. So like let's go out for Halloween because people are like kind of like nervous to go into drag.
Oh yeah, that's a nice like
it's
safe way to
it's like a
get
segue
into
without being seen as like too gay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I went out as like with my friends. It was us 3. We were the Sailor Scouts, and it was like Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus, or Sailor Mars, and Sailor Mercury.
And
I was Sailor Mercury.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. So we went out in drag.
God of War, Mercury.
Yes.
I think that's
something
right.
About Mercury is like
war.
Right.
Anyway.
But so we ended up going on drag, and I thought it was literally like the funnest thing, and it was super fun. And then we ended up doing drag a couple times after that. And so like drag was like my first like kind of segue into makeup. It's like the makeup world. And I thought it was like the whole thing was so fun. It was so transformative. I thought it was like such a cool experience, and I wouldn't have been Manny MUA without like starting in drag first. So like it's like just cool getting to like segue into like I didn't want to be a full drag queen because I thought it was honestly like just too hard and it was too much I went into it. But I still liked makeup.
Like, you can't death drop. Like,
no, I can't death drop. I can't, like, walk in heels. They make it look
easy, but it's not.
No, not at all. Like, I don't know wear wigs.
Actually,
like,
I take that back. It doesn't even look easy.
No, it looks painful
hard,
as hell. Yeah. No, and so I was like, no, I don't want to deal with, like, the wigs and, like, the nails and all that stuff. Like, there was so much that went into drag queen, but I loved the makeup aspect of it. So I kept along with the makeup route, and that's kind of, like, how I started.
So did you work as, like, an actual makeup artist?
I did. So I was a waiter.
Okay.
And like I was a waiter in like in Hillcrest, which is like the Gay area of San Diego.
Okay.
And it was this place called The Range, and I was a waiter there. And the restaurant was literally closing the day after Pride, and we were like working Pride. And they're like, oh, by the way, like the restaurant's closing in a week. You have like a week to find jobs. Oh. And we're like, are you fucking kidding? We were like literally like, what do you mean? Like, it's closed. Like, we were all freaking the fuck out. So then literally like that, I think it was like that night or like the next day, a friend of mine posted on his Facebook, was like, yo, my Sephora's hiring. If anyone wants to like, Sephora's like a makeup store, and so my Sephora's hiring if anyone wants to apply, like if you have makeup experience. And so I was like, I don't actually have any makeup experience other than doing drag a couple times. So let me just try and like apply, and I got applied and I got hired.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, I don't know how the fuck I got hired. I think they just liked my personality. I thought I could like had a good personality for selling.
Don't they do makeovers to try to get people to buy the stuff?
Yes. Yeah. So like that's like I think I had like a good seller's personality where like they just enjoyed my company. So I got hired at Sephora, and that's kind of when I started like my Manny MUA 733 Instagram.
Okay.
That's like where it all started, because I was actually wearing makeup to work because I didn't know a lot about makeup. I literally like had no one to practice on. It was literally just me. So I would be in my room, lock the door, and I would just like practice with like my mom's makeup and that she had in her room.
Yeah.
I would grab it and like come to my room and like just try it, because I was working at Sephora now, so I was like, okay, I have to like learn how to do this even though I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So I would just practice it on myself. I would wear what I practiced on myself to work, so people would not like, so they would trust my opinion, you know, that I had makeup on and that I wasn't like just like
yeah, because they would be
random
they might be like, why is a guy
like why is this random dude like trying to sell me product? Like I didn't want, like, this is also like 5 years ago, so I didn't want them to think I didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that you kind of answered my next question. I was wondering, were you like good at it at first, or did you have to work at it? So it seems like you had to work at it a little bit.
I had to work at it a little bit. I actually had a really natural affinity for makeup for some reason. Like it was nothing, like something that I picked up pretty quick. And the thing is, like, my mom was like is a glam girl. My grandma was a glam girl. Like my aunt too. Like they're very about makeup and hair, and like they live a glam life. So I've grown up. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
So I've grown up around it so much that I literally was like, yo, like this is like my bread and butter.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't hard for me to get into. It was definitely hard, like learning tips and tricks, like how to do a brow and like things like that. Those were hard and I had to practice. But like I naturally just had an affinity for like playing with it.
Cool.
And, like,
so you just
experimenting.
You found it, and that's basically what you do in your videos is act like you're giving, or you give people makeovers.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And in the end, you sell products, like whether it's your own or the ones that you're reviewing, whatever. Like
totally.
Does it like scare you to be so, like, if you badmouth a brand, not that you would,
right?
But if you,
but I have.
But like, or if you bring up legitimate questions with a product, that affects the sales of that product. Like, how does that feel? Does that go into your thought process before you post?
I used to think about it a lot more, and I used to be more stressed about it when I was like, I think for me, like, what was the most important thing was, like, that I was being honest to my audience. Like, that's, like, my biggest thing. That's still my biggest thing, is as long as, like, I'm letting them know what I think about it. It's, like, because at the end of the day, it's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if someone, like, is gonna, like, someone could buy it and love it, and it's just, like, it just didn't work for my skin, or I didn't like the way it worked in general, right? So I'm, like, I'm not gonna, like, censor myself because I'm scared what the brand might think, or what the brand sale might be. If it doesn't work for me, as long as I'm being honest, and I'm like, yo, this, like, didn't work for me for this reason, and as long as I'm giving legitimate reasons, not, like, just being an asshole and was like, oh, this product just fucking sucks because it's blue.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not doing that. I'm, like, saying why I didn't like it, and, like, maybe it creased on me, maybe it was patchy, maybe whatever it might be. So I feel like that I used to be, like, really scared and, like, didn't want to talk bad about brands, especially because I was like, oh, well, I don't want them to be mad at me, but, like, now it's just so, like, yo, it is what it is, and, like, I'm just trying to be honest with my audience, and if you worked on your product hard enough and for a long time and, like, had multiple testing done, then you should have created a better product.
Yeah. So you're saying you don't go drunk with power?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm not at all.
And that's why I love you so much.
I was like, no. I was like, no, fuck no. I literally just kind of like,
In conclusion.
I just, like, it is what it is. I just want to people to be happy, and hopefully the brand, like, will understand.
Yeah, and I think that's what people like about you, is that you are upfront with that. And of course, there's people on the internet that want to get mad at everything. and you can't
You'll
do
never
it.
win.
Yeah. You got like, oh my God.
You'll
realizing that you
win.
can't fight crazy was so
It was so
liberating.
hard.
It was so hard.
It was hard
but once
for me.
you finally get it, it's literally like,
You're like, oh
another
God.
plane of existence. You're like, oh my God.
You're like, I don't care.
I don't have to respond. And it doesn't matter that I don't.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
Oh my God, that was like the craziest
I
realization.
mean, and of course, but still, if I'm in a bad mood, I'll still sometimes.
Oh, me too.
But like,
I want to be a bitch sometimes too.
Yeah,
like, it's
sometimes.
like, I've had my
but
moments.
Like, overall, like, that, I literally was like, third dimension. I was like,
yes,
yeah,
like out of body experience.
Yeah,
no, I completely agree. When I was getting hate comments, and I'd be like, yo, it's literally just people like not happy with themselves. It has like really nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
and like people hating us for whatever reason. That it's like projection. I believe in like projection so hard. And if it's like if people are saying like all these things about us, it's like that's probably what you see in yourself, and that's why you're so mad because you're seeing it come out in me.
Yeah,
well, in someone.
What helps me is that I literally used to be that. Like on Vine, one of my like biggest things on Vine was I would pick a Viner and I would make a Vine about why they sucked as a Viner. That was like a big part of everything. Okay. Act natural, like I didn't just get a cue. Well done.
Okay, I did not know that. So you literally were like shit-talking other Viners.
Yeah, and it was because I was like, I don't think this person's funny, but they have 1 million followers.
Why?
But I think I'm funny,
Yes.
and I only have this many. Why do they have it? And like that's
so it
like,
turned into you projecting.
Yeah.
Because you're insecure about your numbers and why
and
you
so
weren't growing.
And that's why that was what made me realize.
Totally.
Oh, that's literally how they think. And then of course some like have legitimate reasons, whatever. But like, all right, I think we're gonna take a quick break right now, so I can wet my whistle.
Perfect. You need to.
Because I can't talk. Hey guys, in case you zoned out there, you are listening to Don't Mess with Christine Sydelko, a Castbox original produced alongside Studio 71. And I just want to take a moment to beg you guys to like and review this podcast wherever you're listening to it. Reviews help a lot in trying to get my podcast out there. Please leave a review. Maybe say something like, "The dingo ate my baby." Leave a review saying, "The dingo ate my baby," so I know that you listen to me and you will be saved in the rapture. Hey guys, we're back. And hey guys, welcome back to my in-depth interview with Manny MUA here. Every word that comes out of your mouth, I just am more and more fascinated and more enthralled.
Oh, yes. Beautiful word choice.
You have me under your spell.
Thank you. That's the point. I'm like, the MUA spell.
Oh, okay. I know where to start because I prepared.
Oh.
Thank you, Vyvanse. What if we got a Vyvanse sponsorship?
What's Vyvanse?
It's like it's Adderall. It's like ADD
You're
medication.
kidding.
Yeah.
No way.
It's the best. Okay. You started, so when this is all starting for you, this was like what, 2012?
Yeah, so I would say around like 2013 maybe actually.
And at that time, were you wearing makeup out?
No.
While dressing as a boy? No.
It's actually so funny you say this because my dad didn't know I worked at Sephora.
Okay.
He thought I just worked at JCPenney because it was a JCPenney inside Sephora. So it was JCPenney.
It's like the storage
Inception.
room inside the store. God damn it.
Yes, it's literally that. It's like the trash can in the trash can.
Cool.
So literally, I would jump out my window to go to work so he wouldn't see me go out the front door and makeup on because it was like a no-no in my house.
Whoa.
Because it was, cause, I mean, it was already, being gay was hard enough. Like it was not like easy in my house. So wearing makeup on top of it would be like, I know it would just send everyone over the edge. So I would just jump out my window. And so I would never wear it in public other than going to work. It was not a public thing. I didn't even
sneak out my window to go to parties, and you had to sneak out to go to work.
To work. Mm-hmm. I would jump out my window, and I would jump into my car and like go. And then when I would come home, because I couldn't get back into my window, I would have makeup wipes in my car and wipe off all my makeup, and then go in and the house would be like, "Oh hey, just got back from work with no makeup on."
Did your parents ever go, "Hey Manny, why have I never seen you leave the house, but you keep entering it"?
No, they've never asked.
Really?
I only worked like 3 times a week, so it was never like that. Like I was like, "Goodbye, you guys," and I would just like say bye when they were in their room, and then instead of going out the front door, I would just jump out my window.
Okay, so when did you start wearing makeup? When you moved out on your own, or
I started wearing makeup in public,
like while not being in drag. You know what
technically when I worked at Sephora, because I was wearing it out.
Yeah, because in public,
that's like in public for me. Like I was on break, like when I would go to lunch, because I worked in a big mall, I would like go out and like go grab lunch, and then people would just like stare and look at me. And this is also like 5 years ago.
That's what I was wondering.
6
so
years
my question
ago.
is, I'm sure you do, but I don't want to answer the question for you. Do you see a huge, well, not huge, you tell me the number,
right, of
boys wearing makeup or doing makeup and wearing it in public, but while still dressing as a boy?
I've definitely seen a huge jump when it comes to it. Like I used to literally, like 7 years ago, like you would never see a boy in public like wearing makeup. Like that's just like not as, it just wasn't as common.
Yeah,
before and like there would be some, but it was just not, especially not glammed out. Like maybe they would have foundation on, just to, like cover up some of like the redness on the skin. But I would never see boys like full lashes on, but still dressing as a boy. Yeah, it would always be like them as in drag, or it would be like just a dude. Yeah, with like concealer on. So I feel like now it's like much more of a different occasion. Like I will definitely see a boy, like I'll see him walking down the street full glam, and I love it. Like, I love seeing it. Awesome for you. It's like the coolest experience, and like it was nice because I never just really had that back then, and like I was like one of the first boys to do it, so it was like intimidating for me.
See, I was wondering if I was gonna have to call you a trailblazer for you, but you did it. No, because I agree. I think that's really cool.
Thank you. I know. It's like I don't know. I'm not very good at like accepting like praise like that. Like, I don't know. I'm just like kind of uncomfortable about it, but I definitely do think that like me and Patrick Starr, for example, were like the first two, like not first two, but we were the first two boys that really like helped pave way on the social media space to like help other boys like I think see it as more accepting, because I feel like before us like there was no one on social media boy wise that was getting recognition from brands or like any kind of recognition publicly. Yeah. And me and Patrick had to fight really hard. I mean we had to fight for opportunities that girls were getting like that were like 3 times smaller than us, and like we would have like 1 million followers on Instagram and we wouldn't get opportunities that girls would get at 200,000.
And when was this?
And this is like 4 years ago.
So like 2013? 15? 14, 15?
Yeah, so like we would
14,
be getting...
15, 16, 17.
Yeah, something in that
18, 19, 20,
14, 15, 16. Yeah. And so our manager had to like fight like so hard for us to get us anything, and it's like... It was so crazy that was like how it was, you know, just three years ago. And now it's gone to like a place where luckily like we are established enough and like I can like do things on my own now. But it wasn't like that. Like brands like really thought of it as just a fad, and they're like, oh, you guys aren't going to be going anywhere. So, I mean, you guys aren't going to like last in our field. So we don't need to like take care of you or work with you in any capacity.
Well, obviously that has changed.
So that's changed.
I'll say the first person that I saw was James Charles. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't like shocked, but like it was certainly something I've never even thought of.
Of course, yeah,
because it just doesn't cross your mind. And I was and I thought it was cool. I was like, oh wait, like why shouldn't they? Literally, the human face, like it's a face.
It's a
like
face.
It transfers. I mean, maybe cheekbone, you know, whatever. Right. But plastic surgery.
Yeah, no, and honestly,
anyone can wear makeup. It's just a human face, and it was cool for me. And then obviously I found people like you who maybe been there first.
Yeah. No, but
even though he was the first person I saw.
No, definitely.
Yeah, and obviously you don't care.
And even me, like I was definitely not the first person. It was just like I feel like I was just one of the first
and one of the
to
biggest.
Help show it like on social media. And I feel like the reason it even became bigger is because of social media. Like there was boys wearing makeup for freaking 30 years before. Like there was David Bowie, you get Kiss. Like so many people were wearing makeup already.
Oh, Kiss, yeah.
But it wasn't mainstream enough to seem like as accepted. So I think that's why like I just feel like I helped like kind of make it a little bit more mainstream.
No,
that was like my vibe.
I agree with that.
You know, but like there were so many guys doing it before me. I was definitely not the first. Yeah. But I think I just helped with making it seen as a little bit more normalized, especially with the brands like working with me.
And it worked because like I think of it as normal now, and it's only been like a year and a half. Yeah. 2 years. Yeah. Yeah.
So cool. It's been really hard. Like when you're like one of the first to do anything, it's like kind of hard.
I was one of the first people to say, hey, it's okay to throw up on your YouTube channel. People will maybe even like you for it.
And look at you now.
I've been sober since Halloween. Yeah, okay. I love you. Just interspersed. Just
constant reminder.
Just reminder. Say I love him. Well, speaking of fighting so hard for brand deals, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's not a problem for you anymore. To me, as a YouTuber with low a million and point low, whatever, which is decent, but I'm in the like top 4,000. You know what I mean? Right. I think being a makeup artist, beauty guru, whatever on YouTube is the fastest way to get your fucking cash. Mm-hmm. The richest YouTubers are the fucking makeup artists because they get the brands, they pay so much money. Mm-hmm. They make their own lines and people just buy that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I know.
And not that I don't think it's dumb. It's not like it's not like that. I just truly, from the bottom of my heart, don't understand what, because it's just like honestly, you're so rich. Like, what's your annual net income?
Oh my God,
and social security number and debit card PIN number. Anyway,
no,
but
honestly,
just
it changes, of course.
Yeah, yes, but that's how I, as a fellow YouTuber, see it.
No, and I think a lot of people see it, and I think a lot of the audience sees it as well. It's just kind of like, holy crap! Like the beauty world has like
your house looks like a Kardashian house.
Okay, no, it doesn't.
Anytime I picture you,
are crazy.
If I'm like sitting at home, like I wonder what Manny's doing right now. My mind goes to you sitting at like your double computer, like marble desk with your like Mac monitor, your little dog on your lap, and you're like.
My assistant feeding me grapes.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Morphe? Tell them no. That's who I think of you as.
Yeah, that's definitely not the case. But no, it's actually been really cool, and I feel like the reason it's like that is because there is so many beauty brands out there that want to get their they want exposure. You know, at the end of the day, they want exposure. They want people to trust them. And, like, I've turned down so many deals that were worth so much money because the product didn't work for me. You know, you have to be honest with it. And I think the reason, like, I've done well and been successful is because people know I'm honest. Even when I'm doing a sponsorship, it's because, like, something I really like.
Yeah.
And they're just so happy to pay me for it. You know what I mean? Like, I got lucky. Like, it was, like, a really lucky situation.
Yeah.
I've turned down, like, $100,000 once. And I wanted to scream. Because I didn't want to take the deal. Because I didn't like the product. $100,000. And I was like, I can't do it. I'm so sorry. Yeah. That's...
Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's love.
Moving on. Fuck you.
Yeah, it was a terrible product. I couldn't sell it. I can't.
And
I would feel so uncomfortable.
Makes me hate you
I would
and
be
love
sick.
You in equal amounts.
Thank you.
So we're talking a little bit about how your honesty, how your integrity is what people like about you. What do people not like about you? Because when I posted the video, and this is truly me not understanding, of course there's a ton of positive comments.
But a ton of negative.
But there was also a good amount that were like, this made me see him. Yeah, like I usually hate Manny, but like in this I liked him, blah, blah, blah. And I will admit, I haven't watched too many of your videos before we met. And after, also still not many.
Yeah, of course. I believe it.
I mean, I'll check 100%. Up. If you have like a cool guest, I'll check up on you. But like, I don't wear makeup.
No, and honestly, I don't watch like any of my friends' videos either. Like, no shade.
I don't watch you too. And
I would rather interact and like text and shit.
Yeah. So, what was I saying?
So why don't people like me?
Yeah. So what do you get hate? I don't feel like
I do. Yeah.
What for? What? What do people not like about you?
You know what? The thing is,
and let me tell you why they're wrong.
It's actually really hard for me to pinpoint what it is. I think it just becomes a like fad sometimes to hate people.
Oh, I know.
I feel like with James, for example, like it was such a fad to hate James for so long, and it like blew him up, of course, and it was great, and it made him more popular.
Just kidding.
And it made him popular, and it's been great for him, of course, but like it was a fad to dislike him for so long, and I feel like it was the same thing for me. Like people just didn't want to like me. You know, I filmed so many videos with Jeffree Star, for example, and people would love to try to say like I would just like imitate him or copy him and things like that.
Yeah, I've seen those videos, but I didn't think of that as hate. I just thought of it as like, a funny observation. I didn't think that was.
But for some reason, like that observation turns into like, oh, I don't like him because he's like that. Oh. So like that was like kind of like what like I feel like a lot of it stemmed from, and people just thought I was being disingenuous, being dishonest, pushing my codes too hard, things like that. And I'm like, I wish that they actually knew that I've turned down so many things just to stay like as honest as I can possibly be.
Well, now the 30 people that are watching, listening to this, now they know.
They know.
And maybe if they tell a friend,
and it just gets
and
around.
they tell a friend, and then each one of them PayPal's me $1. Then maybe I'll have more than $30 in my PayPal account. Yes. See how we tied it in?
To you.
To
always
me.
About
Everything's
you.
About me.
Of course. I'm not surprised. So yeah, I don't know. It just like hate it sucks, but it is what it is, and like I just try to move right past it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Cool. Well, they're wrong. If anything, you repeating him is because you're a good host and you're driving the point home.
I actually have looked it up because I was wondering. I was like, "Fuck!" I actually do that with literally every person I collab with, and I didn't understand. And I do it in my real life conversation, but it's like basically just trying to when you're doing that, apparently it's like active listening, and it's literally about like wanting to make sure that they know that you are hearing them and like that you are agreeing.
You're just so
it's me, just not. It's just instead of saying
and caring that people hate you.
Yeah.
No, but like really,
yeah.
like, and I'm glad that if even one of our videos could show just like one person that's amazing. I feel like that's great because like
I appreciate that.
And hopefully people like this too. I mean, I like it. I'm having a great time.
I mean, I'm having an amazing time. Like
no one else is in the room.
Amazing time
it's
with
you
you
and
always.
me. It's West Side Story. Tony and Maria meet in the gymnasium.
Yeah.
The map falls off the wall. They kiss.
Our eyes hone in.
Our hands meet in the popcorn tub.
I kiss you.
Popcorn tub.
We're going to movies after that.
Dude, sometimes I go to the movies. First of all, I just called you dude.
I call people dude all the time.
I kind of do too.
All the time.
Also, since I moved to California, I say sick a lot, unironically.
Oh my God. I do it all the time. I say it all the time.
I'm like, okay, cool, sick.
Or do you ever, in California.
And I'm from the Midwest, like, that's insane.
Okay, do you ever say, like, when you're agreeing with something, do you, like, say something, like, that's opposite of that to agree with? Like, it's like, no, yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude, I did not know that was a California thing, but it, like, kind of is.
I forget how long I've lived here. Or I'm saying no, and I'm like,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
I always, like, say yeah, no. Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
You know?
You know.
I don't know. Wow, I'm literally running out of questions here. Kind of just want to know, for me, about your personal life. Do you go out a lot? Do you go to WeHo?
You know, I try not to kiss and tell. No, I'm just kidding, no.
Okay. You're kidding. Like 3 questions ahead.
No, I do go out sometimes. So when I was younger, when I was like 21, 22, like I went out all the time because I worked in the gay area of San Diego. So I was out like literally every weekend, like partying, having fun. I never drank though. I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah, Mormon.
So that doesn't.
Oh, is that not why?
I guess that's part of it, but like now I'm 27 and I don't even go to church anymore. Like I could do it if I wanted. It's just more like I just never got into it, so I was like, why start now?
Yeah.
But no, yes, I've been. So then I stopped going for like 4 years.
Okay.
Because I was like, no, like I went out too much, like, and I was over it. I was like over the party scene. I was over being a slut. I was over all of that, like doing that whole thing.
You were sober. You were a sober slut.
Yes, sober Sally slutty.
That's really slutty because you know what you're doing.
And I knew what I was doing, and I was still doing it.
It's kind of hot.
I know I lived. But, so then I stopped going for so long, and then I kind of recently got like back into going with like some friends of mine, just like going out for like an hour.
Yeah.
Just like kind of just to be in a different situation, because honestly, being on YouTube, like it gets lonely. Like you're literally just filming in your room by yourself. Like it's kind of a lonely thing.
That's why I feel like.
Yeah, me too.
Because sometimes you're lonely, but you don't want to talk to people at the same time.
So you need like, a companion.
Oh, dude.
Of some type.
Manny MUA.
Manny MUA? Yeah, she's the best.
Dude, now I'm thinking about my dog.
Oh, mine's the best.
Oh, her ears are so floppy and warm. I love my dog.
But yeah, I've been going out more.
Really cool. No,
I've been going out more recently. Because it's just fun.
Yeah,
What about you? Do you go out?
To turn this into being about me.
Of course.
I used to go out a lot. And like you said, like 20, 22. I tell people I've lived like my entire 20s in those 2 years. Like 2 years.
Yes.
And yeah, I've been sober since this last Halloween. And like, it's so like, oh my God, it's so much. Like I would throw up all the time.
Really? Like you were just like a mess?
I would get so drunk that I would like pee my pants.
No way.
Yeah, and like it's funny the first time, but then it keeps happening, and you're like, this is kind of sad. Like this is kind of like
this is embarrassing.
Like I need help.
Yeah.
But
it's honestly it's good to like have like that realization moment too. Like you need to have that because I feel like you can't. I feel like when people like get into like a drinking habit or like get into like a habit of all types, like if it's not like a big enough serious thing where you like have a realization moment where like fuck dude, like I'm like fucking up with my life, you'll just keep going back to it. So you almost like need a pee yourself moment or throw up your in your fucking mouth. Yeah.
12 times the charm, cheaper by the dozen.
Hilary Duff.
Dude, I watched Cheaper by the Dozen the other day.
I loved
her role in that is so annoying. They gave her the most annoying lines. She's like, as the designated style assistant in this family, I must object to your horrid fashion sense, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, who the fuck wrote this? Not
I used to
Steve
love
Martin,
it back then.
that's for sure.
I've not like watched it in like 10 years.
I like watched it like a week ago on Amazon Prime.
It's like your weekly rent watching.
Amazon Prime, sponsor me. That's the only way I order my groceries because I don't leave my house.
Same at the Amazon Now.
I've had a $50 Sprouts gift card since Christmas, and I haven't used it because I refuse to leave my house.
You know Sprouts on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah, but I can't use the gift card.
That's annoying. Give it to me.
No. Okay. So anyway, I have no idea what that was. Yeah, so alcohol-free, it's not that bad.
It's really not.
Because all the good things that come from it are just so outweighed by like the bad. Hangovers are the worst.
With alcohol, okay. So what good things come from it? It's like being braver, of course. Like you have like the liquid courage, like that's a thing.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of like I liked it because I always felt like being high makes you funnier.
Okay.
I smoke a lot of weed, but like. It kind of like, you know how when you like do like a Louisville Slugger where you run around like a bat,
okay, like
and like it's kind of fun to be like dizzy and you're like falling
like
over,
a weird situation.
That's like why I liked it. It was like when you were a kid and you were like this, because like if you're on a dance floor, I literally would just like march and circle, like just weird shit. Yeah, but I just thought it was fun. But now weed is so much better.
Yeah, definitely stick to that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Thank you. I tried to draw a weed. I tried to draw a weed thing
and it's
on there.
a maple leaf from Canada.
And it looks like a maple leaf or like a crown or like the dot to the eye. And I tried to draw a penis.
It looks like a ditto Pokemon.
I tried to draw a penis and it looks like a cartoon mouse.
I told you I think it needs the vein to make it look a little more realistic.
It looks like a toucan.
You know what? I can see a toucan.
This sign actually, fun fact.
I love a fun fact.
Sit down because it's going to blow your mind. We actually made this just seconds before we started filming.
I knew I smelled the smell of
rat?
Sharpie. I thought so.
We do. We ordered a neon sign that will not get here until tomorrow. Oh. So you get the
makeshift sign.
Yes. But the rest of the set I think is really glamorous.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right.
Look at this. Are you kidding me?
That hat's for you, by the way, if you want it. Well, you can't have it. But you can wear it.
I kind of want to try it on just to see what it would look like.
Oh my god.
That looks so stupid.
Magellan.
You made that joke.
We're Magellan. Oh wait. Oh my god. Wait, what did I say?
You live for Magellan.
Dude,
it was so funny though. Like it hit hard.
Dude, I do love Magellan.
I don't know. You love Magellan though. You need to calm it down with Magellan.
Anyway. I think we covered a lot of stuff. I think we covered a lot of topics. I think this went perfectly.
It went amazing.
I'm
so happy.
I made the best decision ever as my inaugural co-host. The Regis to my Kelly. Mm-hmm. The Hoda to my Kathy Lee.
The Will to your Grace.
The peanut butter to my jelly.
That's right.
Thought somewhere along there I would think of a funny thing to say, but it just never came. Well, thank you really just so much for coming. You're the best.
Thank you for having
we have to hang out again.
Of course. We have to watch Rent.
Yes, dude. We have to watch Rent.
So
525,600. And make puppy chow.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, honestly, ever since it happened, like for a week after, I'm not kidding you, I wanted puppy chow and I didn't even know what it was. Like I just was so tempted by it.
We should do like a mukbang.
Of
us making puppy chow.
I'm so fucking down.
We'll do it.
Perfect.
We'll coordinate after.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching or listening. This was the first episode of Don't Mess with Christine Sydelko. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Manny. I'm going to miss you. Thank you so much for being on here. Thank you guys for listening to my podcast. There will be more episodes, and I will be in them because it's my podcast.
And so will I. No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
Gonna live under the table. You're my sidekick. You're my Andy Richter.
I bring you Sprites.
Dude, I don't want this to end, but I gotta.
I know. Me neither.
All right. Well, thank you. You're the best.
Love you.
Peace out. Don't mess. Bye.
Don't mess.